We're on, Greg.
Okay, we'll call to order the budget hearing for September 26, 2022. We will note that we have a quorum of members of Board of Trustees present for the budget hearing. I was going to say public budget hearing. Would direct all of the trustees to their packets that went out at the last regular meeting, which break down the budget figures, the budget estimate, and show a copy of the proposed ordinance or resolution for appropriations in that as well. Do we have any questions regarding the budget? Anyone to be heard regarding the budget? In the absence of any comments or anything, I would close the public hearing for the budget and note that the adoption or consideration of adoption will be scheduled for, or will be set for our next meeting, which is October. Mary, do you know that right off?
I want to say 12th or 14th, but I didn't know.
Our next regular meeting in
Yeah.
October. And we'll ask everybody to attend that. That will conclude the budget hearing. We'll call to order the special meeting of the Peabody Public Library Board of Trustees. And the date is September 26th. We will show those present being me, Greg Hockenmeyer, Mark Parker, Chris Beckhold, and Carmen. What is it?
Ross.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Very good. I'm supposed to remember.
Well, as soon as January's going to have run, that's not it. Okay, so we have a quorum. We will note that by letter dated August 10th, 2022, a rather detailed proposal from MKM Architects was sent to the library offering to prepare a facility master plan and getting details thereon. If I remember correctly, we did not vote on it on that time because I think that our meeting was on the 10th or the 11th and it just come in and no one had seen it.
Correct.
So at this point, we have all seen it. We see what the price tag is on it, and I guess I would open the floor for a motion or for some discussion regarding the proposed master plan study, facility master plan study.
Am I allowed to comment?
Well, I imagine so, since no one else is
Okay.
speaking on it.
So anyways, a couple of things I wanted to mention to you. I don't know that he had this in there, but I do think we need to get the landscaping around the perimeter of the building taken care of. I think we need to look at the plumbing, the outside doors, key cards for staff, gauge interest in the Thorn Creek branch, cupboards and wall cabinets for system administration. And then I sent you a picture of some sensory alpha egg chairs that we could use for patrons that could use that type of sensory item. And then there's a desk carrel that actually has a corral. So a parent can be typing on a computer, and then right next to them, their child is in a contained area so that parent and child are together.
I think you had already seen
So,
that, right?
Yes.
It was Chris that got to see it. Oh, interesting. And I was concerned about, you can see my, cleaning, question mark, but apparently that is cleaned up easily. Okay, and now will those be included in here?
well, what I thought I'd do is send them a letter and then our email and send a signed document that say, please keep these other things in mind. And other things, I mean, I have another long, reglazing the windows. These are things we've talked about time and time again. But I wanted to get your okay to include like a list of things we want to make sure they look at. That's okay. Makes sense.
Any trustee feel comfortable making a motion regarding either to accept or reject, I guess, the proposed service agreement?
Greg, the only other thing was, I think last meeting I mentioned, I thought it was $21,000 and it was actually $22,000. And there could be additional fees up to $1,000, so.
Would you want a motion to include the additional fee?
If you're going to move to approve this, yes, I would say you have to include.
Up to $1,000. Make a motion to approve the MKM facility study proposal, up to and including an additional $1,000 on top of the bid proposal.
And could we go ahead and make part of that and include any subsequent?
Mary's list.
Mary's
Oh, and Mary's list, yes, yes. and
Mary's list, I like that. Okay, so that's the motion. Is there a second? Armin will second. Any further discussion?
Do we have a time frame on that? Did they have one?
I think the reason that we did this for the special meeting, and Mary is going to correct me, but I think I got it right, was
Yes.
we were trying to get the timing down so that they could get this report back in enough time for us to make a decision that we could still get some benefit
For the
from
bond.
trailing off on the bond service, debt
Okay.
service.
I just want to make sure. we were-
Exactly right. They say 8 to 10 weeks, but I don't know when that starts.
Okay.
It
That was,
doesn't start in October.
that was what my concern was,
Yeah.
and if we couldn't get it within that window, would we still want to do that?
I think you have a March deadline, was my understanding.
That was my
from
recollection.
From
Okay.
Baker and Tilly.
And that we should be able to get this back before then and have
Right.
a lead time.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the facility master plan proposal submitted by MKM and authorizing the fees that are called for therein and approving Mary's list as an attachment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that was approved, and I will simply call us adjourned because we may not legally conduct any other business. Any special meeting is called. Do you have an original, and did you want me to sign it, or are you going to sign it?